Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel It's Funny to Tears. Today we're diving deep into a universally shared experience, a moment of social anxiety so common it's practically a rite of passage. We're talking about the awkward handshake. You know the one. That moment where social grace takes a nosedive and you're left in a clumsy ballet of hands, palms, and fingers. It's that split-second decision that goes horribly wrong, turning a simple greeting into a story you'll cringe about for weeks. We've all been there, and today we're going to dissect it, laugh at it, and maybe, just maybe, learn how to avoid it. So, get ready to relive some of your most cringeworthy moments as we explore the hilarious world of the awkward handshake. First up, let's talk about the classic, the OG of awkward greetings, the limp fish. You extend your hand, expecting a firm, confident grip. Instead, you're met with something that feels less like a hand and more like a bundle of cooked spaghetti. There's no pressure, no life, just a floppy, passive hand resting in yours. What do? Do you squeeze it, trying to inject some life into it? Do you just let it sit there, marinating in awkwardness? It's a social puzzle with no right answer. The person giving the limp fish often seems completely unaware, leaving you to ponder if they've ever actually shaken a hand before. It's a greeting that says, I'm technically participating in this social ritual, but my spirit has already left the building. Then we have the polar opposite, the bone crusher. This is the person who seems to think a handshake is a test of strength, a chance to assert their dominance over your metacarpals. They grab your hand with the force of a hydraulic press, and you can practically hear the tiny bones in your hand crying for mercy. You try to smile through the pain, your knuckles turning white, as they vigorously pump your arm up and down. All you can think is, please let go, please let go. I need this hand for typing later. After the ordeal, you're left with a throbbing hand and a lingering fear of ever greeting this person again. The bone crusher might think they're projecting confidence, but really, they're just projecting a future orthopedic bill for you. But the real chaos begins when signals get crossed. Let's paint a picture. You go in for a classic professional handshake. At the exact same moment, the other person goes in for a casual, friendly fist bump. The result? A catastrophic collision of knuckles against an open palm. Your fingers awkwardly wrap around their fist, creating a strange, hybrid gesture that has no name. Both of you freeze for a moment, realizing the social contract has been broken. You quickly pull back, maybe laugh it off with a whoops, my bad, but the damage is done. For the rest of the conversation, that moment hangs in the air, a testament to your shared lack of coordination. It's like a social car crash in slow motion. And what about the high five to handshake transition? This is a move that requires impeccable timing and telepathic communication, which, let's be honest, most of us don't have. You see someone from a distance, you raise your hand for a high five. As they get closer, you realize a handshake might be more appropriate for the situation. So you begin to lower your hand, but they're still committed to the high five. You then try to switch back to the high five, but they've already started to morph their hand into a handshake position. What ensues is a frantic dance of hands, flapping in the space between you like two confused birds. You might end up slapping their wrist, grabbing their fingers, or just missing entirely, leaving your hand hanging in the air, a monument to your social failure. Let's not forget the I thought you were going for a hug dilemma. This one is particularly painful. You see an old friend or a warm colleague and your brain says, hug. You open your arms wide, ready for a warm embrace, but their brain says, handshake. They extend a single, solitary hand right into your midsection. Now you're in a horribly awkward position. Do you abort the hug and awkwardly shake their hand from 2 feet away? Or do you commit to the hug, trapping their outstretched arm between your bodies in the most uncomfortable way imaginable? There's no winning. You're left standing there, arms half open, feeling like you just proposed a hug and got rejected. It's a moment that can make you question every social instinct you've ever had. Another classic is the sweaty palm shake. It's a hot day, you're a little nervous, and your palms have decided to betray you by turning into a slip and slide. You see someone approaching, hand extended, and a wave of panic washes over you. You suddenly try to wipe your hand on your pants, but it's no use. The moment of truth arrives. You extend your clammy hand, and you can feel the slight moisture transfer as you shake. The other person might be polite and not react, but you both know. You just shared a moment of damp, slightly gross intimacy that neither of you asked for. For the rest of the day, you're haunted by the thought, they think I have sweaty hands. It's a small thing, but it can feel like a huge social blunder. Then there's the duration issue. How long is a handshake supposed to last? A quick, firm shake is standard, but sometimes you encounter the lingerer. This is the person who just won't let go. They shake your hand and they keep shaking it, and talking, and holding on. Your arm is moving up and down and you start to wonder if this is your life now. Are you and this person destined to be locked in a handshake for all eternity? You try to subtly pull your hand away, but the grip is firm. It's a hostage situation where your hand is the victim. When they finally release you, your arm feels strangely light and free, and you make a mental note to greet them with a simple nod from now on. So, how do we navigate this minefield of social greetings? The best advice is to embrace the awkwardness. When it happens, and it will happen, just laugh. Acknowledging the moment with a, well, that was graceful, or let's try that again, can instantly diffuse the tension. It shows that you don't take yourself too seriously and turns a moment of cringe into a moment of shared humor. Confidence is also key. When you go for a handshake, be decisive. A clear, confident extension of your hand sets the tone and reduces the chance of signal crossing. Read the room. Is it a formal business meeting or a casual hangout with friends? Adjust your greeting accordingly. Ultimately, the awkward handshake is a beautiful, hilarious part of being human. It reminds us that we're all just trying our best to navigate these weird social rules we've created. It's a shared experience that connects us in its sheer, uncoordinated glory. So the next time you find yourself in a clumsy, fist bump handshake hybrid, don't sweat it. Just smile, laugh it off, and remember you're not alone. You've just created a new story for the It's Funny to Tears archive. What's the most awkward handshake you've ever experienced? Share your stories in the comments below. Let's all have a good laugh together. And if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to It's Funny to Tears for more relatable content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.